This is Liquor and Wolves. Liquor and Wolves. Secrets and dope and music and reactions. Liquor and Wolves. I said Liquor and Wolves. Liquor and Wolves. Liquor and Wolves. Liquor and Wolves. Secrets and dope and a German talking bullshit. Liquor and Wolves.
Fuck.
Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. And we're live. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls from all over the world. How are we doing tonight? This is Liquor and Woes. I'm Rob, and you guys are the best for being here. Thank you very much. So today we're going to be catching up on the suggestion lists. It's going to be plural by now because there was a couple of occasions where I had asked you to throw in your suggestions. And I have been kind of curating and gathering them and, slowly but steadily been working my way through them. So here's the sitch. I'm going to let you guys see it over here. Now, there's always, and it's still long, so green has been done. This is the NF journey that I am still on, with a break here and there. So there's a bunch of stuff on that left to be done. The alternative to the NF journey is this list here that just about everything has been done off of except for three things, which is Paper Cut by Linkin Park, which is NF motto. It's on this. It's on the same list as over there on the left. And there's The Big Push, Wade in the Water, Nina Simone, and Trouble So Hard. So I thought what I'd do today is to kind of just do a coin toss and let fate decide what we're going to be doing. So what I did is, maple leaf. So shouts out to Canada and Ren being in therapy there. This is an actual maple leaf. It's it's 1 ounce of silver maple leaf. And because I, pulled it out to do the coin toss here, I just checked the recent exchange rate for it. And it's worth about 25 euros, which makes it about $26.50 in dollars. So what I would try and call is heads being, who is this? Queen Elizabeth? Yeah. Heads will be the NF journey, and tails, it's a 30 for some reason, will be go into the suggestion list to the right. So that's what we're going to be doing. After a quick sip, this is what we're drinking today. It is a blend of apple and pear juice. So here's the flattest of all jokes. It is the greatest out of the juice world. Yeah, so that's what we're drinking. And cheerio, guys. Here's to y'all. All right, so heads, NF, tails, suggestion list. Let's see. Yeah, Rob. That was fucking smart. Didn't count. Redo. Thing is heavy as a fuck. It's an ounce, right? But it's hard to flick it. It is tails being the number 30. Now, tails was the suggestion list. And how to go about this. Linkin Park. I am very, very afraid that this thing is going to get blocked. Shouts out to Ima, by the way. Hi, and thank you for suggesting this. The alternative would be NF, but I think it disqualifies itself because it wasn't, picked in the coin toss. The third alternative is The Big Push, which I am kind of tending toward, to be perfectly honest with you guys. Let's do that. We'll do The Big Push now, and then we'll do Paper Cut after that. All right. Let's hop on over into the interwebs. So this is the one, right? Wade in the Water, Nina Simone, Trouble So Hard. Is that it? Wade in the Water, Nina Simone, Trouble So Hard. It was suggested by somebody named Starry, and for some fucked up reason, my image program with a capital A decided to cut off some of it. Starry something. Thank you very much if you're seeing this for suggesting this. And yes, we'll hop on into that. It is... Wow, it's 4 years old and it's got 11 mil views. And Ren is on the bass, I can see that. But before we get into that, Again, a quick reminder, you guys, I am running a sweepstakes on the channel, and the sweepstakes is called Ollie for Harry, which basically gives away what it does. My two passions in life, music, specifically hip-hop, and skateboarding. And I had the idea of, getting 5 tickets altogether for the Harry Mack live show here in Hamburg, Germany, my hometown, and taking 3 of those bad boys and give them away for free to those that are willing to commit and try and bite into something new. And that is successfully land an Ollie. It's still 2 months' time until August 10th. The show itself is going to be on August 30th. If you want to take part, there will be a call to action video link in the description to this video here. Really, all I want you guys to do is to bite into it and successfully land an Ollie. Send me a proof video of it, and thereby enter the pot for 3 lucky winners to get that Harry Mack ticket for free and see the show with me here in Hamburg, Germany. Now, with that being said, we're going to roll into this piece here. The Big Push, Wade in the Water, Nina Simone, Trouble So Hard. Just from the titles of the tracks, of course, I guess it's going to be covers again. Do I know any of them? Nina Simone, to me, isn't a song, but an artist. But Wade in the Water and Trouble So Hard don't ring a bell as of now. It could be that I'll, catch on when I hear it. But it's not ringing a bell instantly. Let's go see if there's anything interesting and relevant in the description. No, it doesn't look like it. The Big Push has a pinned comment. The rest of our busking covers are now available on Spotify. Go and stream the shit out of that, kids. All right, let's roll. As always, I'm going to let it ring for a couple of seconds and then take y'all full screen while I'm adjusting my audio. Are we ready? I am. Let us go. Oh, yeah. I'm feeling blue. Isn't that it? I think the original is Nina Simone's song. Michael Bublé, of course, does a fucking, I guess, the one version that everybody has at least heard once. But I think the original is a Nina Simone track. But let's continue. I'm still not sure about audio levels, but let's roll. Romain doing his thing there again. And yes, of course, his guitar. Let's roll back a couple of frames. I'm talking about Romain here. I said it looked like a Gretsch White Falcon, but it's black. But no, it's of course a B.B. King blues model, right? I used to own a Gretsch semi-acoustic guitar. Greatest instrument I ever owned, and the fucking most expensive one too, and it got fucked. Had one before, but let's have a moment of silence on that guitar again. The location this is happening in, I think, is the same one in front of what I was schooled on by you guys in the comments, in front of a youth center, I'm thinking. To me, it looked like the facade of a church, but it's apparently a youth center. And we get the same view from stage left here, down the line and down into the actual street. And there's that fencing again, which is part of a pub outdoors area. And I was thinking that this could actually be them road blocking for the musicians in the street to busk in, but no, that is not a roadblock. That is an outside sitting area. But it seems like they're going to be in the same spot. And look, this is my weird eye for production and things. How were things being done? Wonder if this is planned. Do you see the guy like behind Romain, the motorcycle dude with a white helmet on? This is like a opening scene of a robbery thing, right? So we're not really with the dude in the helmet, but it could be that like out of nowhere, dudes just come rolling in with machine guns. Let's hope not. Let's continue. I am ready. Oh, nice. He's treating that bass like a fucking acoustic guitar again, right? He is soloing the fuck out of it. And it's not, bass solo while other guitars are doing their thing. It is actually taken over the role of a lead melody instrument. I love that. Sweet.
I said, wade in the water.
I said, wade in the water. So maybe I was just misled by that chord progression of doom, 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 doom. it is to me. It is totally feeling good. But since we get Nina Simone as part of this thing, I guess it could be a reoccurring motive that they use, like they did in the I Shot the Sheriff, where they started off with that song, I Shot the Sheriff, but they used the reoccurring elements of the tune to stitch together all three tracks. And in that is like the down, 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 down. And it reappears every now and then. So it could be that this is something that they'll do here with this also.
I said, wade in the water. I still wade in the water.
What's happening? What's happening with the strap? It's weird. Yeah, the original strap, the one that carried the bass before our homie came in here with a second one, it goes over in front of the, of the bass to hook into the knob that's actually on top of it. I'm not sure if Ren's having trouble getting it right, or something seems fucked, because he needs Rody, I think is actually the original bass player in most of the stuff, to help him and even bring a second one in. It could be that Ren, it's just way too fucking high, that thing. It's weird when you see musicians playing their instruments up here. I know it makes it easier on the hand and, on the whole being exquisite with it, but I just think it's a weird look. But that's because I play my guitar fucking in like at the kneecap, right? Well, let's see. Oh, is he gonna? He's stroking his head. Oh, the knob seems fucked, or is this security locks?
Who's that young girl?
Why in the fuck does this have? Oh, I get it now. He made a noose out of the original Fender strap because it wouldn't shorten short enough for his needs. So he just... I happen to have a strap laying around. So there's one option of making this long and short. It's kind of like, yeah, Rob, we've all seen a strap before. Not an instrument strap or a guitar strap per se, but yes, it's the same fucking principle with when you wrap something around your suitcase, right? You can make it longer, you can make it shorter. But this is, of course, the physical end of the let's get shorter. And Ren seems to want his instrument so fucking high that even this shortest setting is still too long for him. So what he does is he goes back to having it longer, because what he has planned, it will not work without that. And then use this as a noose for luckily for him, the shape of the bass comes out in that little tooth, if you will, that he can hook this under and thereby go as short as he wants it to be. But it seems like it's not the ideal solution, because we get this whole roadie thingy here. And no, he doesn't have security locks. The dude is just using this hole in the strap to go over the knob that's in the guitar. I used to play like this for the first 10-15 years of the band probably, but then I started using security locks because it's just easier to switch and change guitars real fast. Yeah, but I'm not gonna I could, it's sitting over there, but fuck it, y'all don't need to know what security locks are. It does what it sounds like it might be doing. It secures the guitar and it will never come off, because there's a mechanism that you have to unhook in order for the strap to come off the instrument. And if you don't do that, which will never happen by accident, the thing will stick to the guitar for sure. It's dependable. All right. I like the grading of the video here too. We're taking out a lot of the color. This bass is really sunburst. It's like, it is colorful, and so is Ren's skin color. And they took out all the red, all the key. But yeah, it's interesting. Let's see what happens with the bass instrument here. I'm talking too much over it, I know.
Dressed all in black.
Yeah, Ren's like, what in the fuck's happening?
Really in the water.
So he now just got him a shorter one. replacing the one that was in there. And of course, he had it twisted inside the noose, the original that he now had managed to finally get on it. And then he's like, shit, I fucking trapped the fucking noose of the old one in here. So off it comes again. Take it out, put it back on. This one seems to be a leather strap that is just short by default. And this is how it's supposed to be sitting. And you can see now that he's tilting the bass upward a little bit. If it were still the noose that was on the tooth of the guitar and not actually fixed and, you know, hooked and fucking strapped to the instrument, it would have slid off here at the latest. The second Ren starts bringing up the neck of the bass, it would have slid off of that tooth. So we have that potential fuck up out of the way. Let's go.
Kind of angel. Moses lied. I said my God is gonna trouble the water. Just say wait to the water.
Sheesh. And here we get it like as a fucking in-your-face visual. This slim body of the man, that this tender physique can generate that voluminous of a voice is really against all laws of physics, kind of. But he can, and it's fucking amazing. And it's just, goddamn, dude. This is a good singer. Musician, poet, songwriter, storyteller, spirit lifter, showman. The kid's got it all, man. I'm so happy for him that he blew. That, like, imagine we would all have discovered this after, and hopefully not, knock on wood, or here, and hopefully not that he, God forbid, passed. And only then do people start discovering what he had to offer for us. I am so fucking glad he gets to enjoy these merits and this success in our lifetime, because we're present to witness it. And of course, even more so in his lifetime. He has just fucking suffered so much. This poor soul. I am so fucking happy for this side of his life, success of his creative product and his art. Of course, that he is far from being healthy and good, but that is one of the things that are at least working in his way. I love the guy, man. I love him so fucking much. What is that floating thing there in the right-hand corner? Do you see it? It's kind of like purplish, maroonish. What is that? It floats.
I said, my God's gonna trouble. I said, my God's gonna trouble the water.
Yeah, we're good. He is making that bass a fucking soloist instrument. And we still have Romain standing there, who we know is capable of, you know, pulling out a fucking epic solo out of his long ass socks or hat. But I like that. It's rare, like bands like Manowar, right, that are just bass driven, and Flight of the Bumblebee played on a bass. But that is like 1 in a million being done, 1 in a million with artists out there. And let's see if they're going to switch roles at one point. And Ren just takes it to the doom, doom, doom. I mean, being the bass foundation that the bass is supposed to be, theoretically, and give the stage to Romain to shine on this too, because I can't wait to hear him fuck this track up. That was a minimalist setup there, the drum kit. I like the camera work here, that it's kind of given us it gives us the POV of being a part of the band, right? Of being like a fourth band member, because we never go into, audience view and have like a total of the stage, and the four of them or the three of them being all in frame. No, it's more like we're standing a little to the side, but we are on stage with them, right? And it's intimate for us. We are part of we have backstage passes, right? And I like that. In the other busking sessions that we've seen from this very same spot with Sam Tompkins, the camera was moving about. It also gave us this from now and then, but it did move about and also took us into, audience view. Let's roll. Okay, trouble so hard. Could this be the concept? Is it kind of like, the concept of 4-chord songs? You can play every song that's on the charts by using these 4 chords. It's the thing that Tenacious D did. It's the thing that Axis of Awesome did. I think Ed Sheeran did it on a talk show. It doesn't matter who did it or who didn't. I think what they're doing is using this ground riff of feeling good, and make it the musical foundation of 3 different songs. And just through adjusting your voice and your you transpose what should be different here to make it kind of a mashup, really. Use the lyrics of this, but the music of this, and overlay it and make it work. That could be the concept in the case here. And it's an Epiphone copy of a B.B. King model too. Never mind. We're actually part of the drum kit, right? And it's again just one microphone that picks all this up, because we hear the difference of the moving camera moving toward, in this case, the drum set. It's of course way in the foreground because we're closest to it, and behind the amplifiers that give the audio of the guitar and the bass. So this is of course very, very drum focused now, because the camera is standing right next to it. It's interesting. I like the way they're doing this, because they're taking us into the band with them. A performance, we get to be part of the whole thing. Oh. Nice. I'm not sure who is starting to play these solo notes here, but this is the cat that did the roadie work of giving Ren a new strap-on. Strap-on. Yeah, giving him a new strap-on. No, guitar strap. And he is the dude that in the I Shot the Sheriff bit was sat on the floor and just came up when his part started. And he is the one that also played the Ren guitar in the bongo bongo bit. So these cats are so fucking versatile with it. Romain is also able to play what I now know is called a coconut ukulele in the bongo bong. And he is not the roadie, because he is the beard is not here, the weird beard that we saw in bongo and also in the Shot the Sheriff bit. So yes, it is the guy that I am used to being on bass, who was surprising me with being on the guitar in bongo bong, and he now is on the semi-acoustic, on the acoustic guitar that Ren uses usually in the one takes, and Romain is on the B.B. King model. And the cat behind the little bitty drum set there is, I think, a new face, or was he sat behind the drums in the I Shot the Sheriff as well? I can't be sure, but I like the fact, yes, it's a 4-piece, and now this background guitar wasn't audible before. because it's impossible, because he helped Ren with the damn strap, right? Nice. It's full of surprises, which keeps it entertaining, to me at least, with, having this musician's view onto things. It's probably like just flying by everybody that doesn't care, and rightfully so. You don't need to fucking focus on this and be like, aha. But for me, it makes it more appealing, and more taking care that I'm not going to click this off, because it continues to be interesting and relevant. Yeah, Romain's gonna go at it.
Birds flying high, you
know how I feel. Yes, we are gonna get it. We are gonna get feeling good. Birds flying high, you know how I feel, don't you know? And yes, my man can sing. And here he is like a peach. Like his face is just pure. I'm referring to not having a beard. And he looks fucking younger than, shit, this kid looks 17, 16, 17, 18. Let's see the voice on him. We've heard him do backing. I have talked about how amazed I was at the fact that they can harmonize their vocals so nicely, all three of them in the bongo bong bit. And let's see what he does when he's kind of soloing, front-manning this whole shit. Why am I not hearing anything? Because I'm muted for whatever fucking reason. We will never know.
birds flying high, you know how I feel. As sun's on the sky, you know how I feel.
Observation before it goes into this weird thing. This guitar is not being played. He is not strumming it at all. All we hear is Romain's background guitar, and he's just holding it. You can see it. His strumming hand isn't active.
You know how I feel. It's drifting on my.
Oh yeah.
You know how I feel. It's a new dawn. Look, it's a new day, and I'm feeling good.
I'm not so much loving him singing in this. It's nothing wrong with it. Of course, it's better than 99% of street musicians would be able to give you. But, it's kind of, we're being spoiled by Ren and his ability. And then whenever somebody else takes over, it's like Eminem always goes last, right? If he's on the track, everybody else is going to stink in comparison. He doesn't stink. But you of course hear a difference in level. There's levels to this, right? And that's all I'm saying, really. Here now we get him actually strumming his guitar. By the way, you cannot hear this Western guitar that's being played here, steel string acoustic. It is either not picked up, I think it's plugged, but the mix is not bringing it to front at all. We can't hear it. Maybe it's not even plugged, and it's just a little bit of a ground hum to add to the, the massiveness of the sound. Oh, Romain, go. Take it out. Ooh, butter. Butter. Nice. that ending, that how he came out of this was nice. That and just let it linger. I think the last third of this solo part here, where everything is going like, again, the theory of dynamic. We come from almost nothing to everything is in full flare. And the range between that is what is defined as the dynamic of the song. The wider this range, the more dynamic the song is. And this last third, if you want to kind of divide this solo piece up, is of course the full blast part. But that wasn't mine like 100%. I loved the first 2/3 of this, and we're going back to hear that again. And there's a couple of observations I had with it. One being, apparently, kneeling is nonverbal communication with the four of them here. If I go down to my knees, I am giving somebody else the stage. Because that happened also in the I Shot the Sheriff. Bass was just invisible, basically, until he comes up and gives us his instrument. And this happens here too. Ren goes down and just like there's also verbal communication. He did this thing again of, take it down, take it down, take it down. And then he kneels and everybody knows, all right, my turn. So that's one thing. And also what I need to talk about and give horns to, the sound of the guitar that Romain plays. It is this super old school classic blues distortion. If it's not being played on a semi-acoustic like this Gretsch guitar here, or the Epiphone copy of a Gretsch guitar, this is something that like it's a Les Paul sound. I play a Les Paul through a Marshall 4x4, and it's a valve amp sound. It's basically the old schoolest sound that you can generate. Like it's a staple. And I love it because it fits so nicely into this thing. And of course, ability-wise, yes, he is giving it his all again, and he's just fucking on spot. This sound. About dynamic. It was Rising, Apollo Rising, and that could have been generated by a tremolo bar, a whammy bar that's attached to the string bridge, but no, he doesn't generate it that way. He bends the entire fretboard, like he holds the body of the guitar and bends the fretboard almost to the breaking point. There's a long ass bolt that connects the fretboard to the guitar body, and the better this is set in and intoned, the more expensive the guitar is. And doing that and tweaking the tone of the note that is being played, as opposed to either string bend it with your finger or use the whammy bar, he goes with the I'm bending my damn guitar neck. And it's something that, especially on an instrument that you've paid like $2,000 and up for. It's you're throwing your instrument on the crap table, right? Here. Okay, he's not doing it extreme. Another observation in the I Shot the Sheriff bit, he was going off and being the showman and fucking going down on his knees, just delivering this Jimi Hendrix solo performance part. Here, I think because there's not a lot of, vibing in the audience, at least we don't see it, it could be off camera, he now decides to turn to his band and, sort of absorb the energy of theirs rather than an audience that you would usually generate it from, because they're going off and loving what you're doing. These cats here, these spectators here, are not given enough energy back for him to be showman towards them. So he's going to feed off of the energy of the rest of them, actually turning his back to the audience. It's something like, I don't care if you do that. I do that sometimes too, just to, do the non-verbal communication with my drummer and the whole brass backline. But this happens here too. He's feeding off of the band's energy rather than the audience's. This part I don't love. This is off. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Horns, of course. Of course, horns. I'm thinking I kind of got it right. That the entire chords progression musical foundation of the thing is feeling good, and they're tweaking the tracks to fit onto that. And that's awesome. I like it when people take something in their live show and do something super unexpected. You will never find it on an album. You will not find, a pre-production bootleg on YouTube at one point. It just happened here and there on the spot. And if you miss it, sucks to be you. And that is something I very much enjoy. Speaking of enjoying, I enjoy you guys being here. I enjoy you guys being so interactive and so talkative. You've seen that the suggestion list is getting shorter and shorter. So if you have any, go ahead and hit me up in the comments and let me know what you'd like to see me react to. With that being said, if you want to do me a favor, leave a like, leave a sub, leave said comment, or whatever comment comes to your mind. If it's constructive criticism, it's always welcome. And I hope to see you guys on the next one. Bye-bye.